and miles away, and you don't have to spend $10,000 a year on it. You can go to the outdoor ponds and develop and enjoy it, and there's no coaches screaming at you.
Amazing, amazing. And it's starting at Nottingham Lake, and now it takes place in Eagle, right? And it takes place later this month, still taking teams and accepting players?
Yeah, we are. We have a website that we have put out to the community, and there's sign-ups for all different levels of players. We typically use the traditional hockey terms of squirt, pee-wee, bantam for the kids, and then we have adult A, B, and C, and those are open to men and women, however they want to join a team.
Awesome, awesome. And one of the beautiful things about pond hockey out here, hockey in general, right, is it's for the fun, right? If they want to go to the NHL, they can move to Canada or they can move to Minnesota, right? But what's the pond hockey and the hockey atmosphere and community like here in Eagle County?
The one of my favorite parts is we've designed it or scheduled it between the holidays. So kids that at school come back and play, alumni of Battle Mountain. I used to run a team called the Mountaineers back in the 80s and 90s, and we get together and it's like a fraternal gathering, and there are no, I mentioned everybody that strives for the Rocky Mountain Cup. It's a $7.95 hat. So keep your integrity and your character, and and just enjoy it, because hockey at its roots is camaraderie.
Yeah, and I know a lot of the parents are involved in this, right? What's it like to see the next generation of hockey players come through and be ready to play?
Yeah, it's great. The Battle Mountain High School, both junior varsity and varsity kids participate and help put the event on. And so they kind of grow up with that through their high school years. And then, like Andy said, we have a lot of alumni come through. So it's a real positive community event. We see old faces come and go over the years. And everybody just has a really nice time. There's food, being cooked, and just everybody's there enjoying the game of hockey. And it shows the kids and my team, the pureness that Andy's expressed here about the game of hockey.
Right, and it's all for a good cause, right? It goes towards Battle Mountain High School, which is amazing. I don't play hockey myself, but I'm a big fan of watching hockey, especially pond hockey. So even if you're not playing, I would highly recommend getting out and checking it out and seeing what you guys do. What's next? What comes next for you guys, or what's?
Well, right now, my little plug with there's an Eagle Ice Crew, a bunch of dads and myself that create the rinks in Eagle, and so we're hoping to get the rinks open by next Monday, so that by the time 2 weeks from now, when that rolls around, or 3, we're not just ready, but it's Norman Rockwell. Do you know what I mean? This is you show up and there are fire pits, and I'm out there with a shovel, and I got kids doing this and that. This is community meets Norman Rockwell in a hockey jersey.
Yeah, explain kind of how an ice rink gets put together up here. Like, what goes into that exactly?
Well, there's a lot of opinions.
Yeah, okay.
Then you have to look at what the finished product is. Some people try to fill it up like a bathtub. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
Some people try to create, ice rink boards and all these things. In itself, it's a sheet of ice. And we used to do it here at the Nottingham, and it was wonderful. Right. It was awesome. Unfortunately, it ended.
Right.
But we layer it. So I have a 5:30 crew, myself and somebody, 5:30 in the morning, and then a 9 o'clock at night. And as we layer and layer and layer, you build it up, and then the kids and parents come just like gnats.
Yeah.
And
the
it's
kids
awesome.
gotta love it. The kids, it's different, right? They're probably used to playing in Dobson and other places. They gotta love being outdoors, right?
Yeah, they love being outdoors, being with each other. It's their time to truly just play hockey without coaches or, parents kind of watching them and critiquing everything that they're doing. So they truly gain so much skill by doing the pond hockey outside of their regular practices. We only, get an hour of ice time. Out there, they can spend 3-4 hours just playing the game and learning their hand skills and stick handling and passing and all that stuff.
Yeah, and that's amazing. I don't think people realize just how much effort and teamwork goes into what you guys do, which is impressive to see. So awesome. And then what are the teams like? Teams of 3? How many teams do you guys have or are you expecting?
Go ahead.
It sells out pretty much each year. I've been involved going back to the early 2000s, and the teams it's a 3-on-3 tournament, and you can have teams up to 6 or more if you pay for the individuals. My team, as I age, gets bigger, so you need a few more. But George mentioned it, and it's a fundamental part of pond hockey. There are no coaches.
Yeah.
I used to chase coaches away down at the rink here at Nottingham from Front Range, whatever, saying, this is for the kids. You can cheer, but there's no strategy.
Yeah.
You know, if they don't back check, they don't back check.
Yeah. And it's slightly different, right? Because it's a pond hockey tournament, so the rules are a little adjusted, right?
Yes.
Awesome. And then, what do you guys do year round, or what do you guys look forward to after that?
Well, with Battle Mountain High School hockey, we actually play in the fall, and we kind of get the kids going in the Colorado Prep Hockey League. And so I spend some time in the summer doing some summer workouts with them, and then we play that fall season, and then it gets into the CHSAA season, which just started a couple weeks ago.
Amazing. Yeah. Hockey's a great sport to spectate, great sport to play. The camaraderie that comes with it is amazing. Where can people learn more information?
Well, they can reach out to me at 970-743-6610. Hopefully I got that number right. We also have a website, and feel free to reach out to Huskies Hockey. They can reach me at huskiescoachwilson@gmail.com. That's probably the best way to get a hold of me.
Okay, awesome. Anything else you guys want to add about the upcoming tournament?
Parents have just as much fun as the kids because they're at the fire pits having a alternate beverage, and we're also welcoming them to come down because out of nowhere a few years ago, an example, we needed a grill master, and John Michael Lyles brought his daughter down, and guess who was a grill master? Was his dad. I hadn't even met them. So the unexpected is part of pond hockey, so parents become part of it.
Amazing. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Good luck out there. I hope you guys stay warm at the 5:30 crew and the 9 p.m. crew. Good luck out there, and best of luck to all the skaters out there.
Thank you.
Awesome. We'll be right back with some more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these 2 luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today. Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there. TV8 Vail is serving the community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Stop by for Good Morning Vail at 7 a.m. and stay all day for lifestyle favorites such as Good Day Vail, Daily Flash, Suki and Scott, and more. And you're sure to find the adventure you crave with back-to-back episodes of Scoreboard Nation and Outdoor America. Find us all day, every day on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on TV8Vail.com, and on all our social media platforms. There's more for you on Channel 92.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Good morning, Vail.
Nothing says the holidays like a breakfast casserole. I remember growing up, that was what we made. Now, Kim and Mark made an awesome breakfast casserole. Let's check it out.
Well, it is a fun Friday, and we are sizzling things up here in the kitchen. And I don't even know what Mark's doing. He's back there prepping things.
I'm actually looking around through the cabinets to see what other things we can add into this.
This
to make
sizzling concoction.
this breakfast casserole, like an egg strata, yeah, these things are yum.
You know, this is like one of my favorite things. I always do a big ski trip every year with my brother and a lot of our friends. And what we do is prepare a lot of breakfast casseroles. So it's super simple. You can make it overnight, and then you literally just pop it in the fridge in the morning. Because who wants to make a lot of things early in the morning for a lot of people? I don't.
I never do. It's not my deal at all. So is this your special recipe?
So it's similar, not my special recipe specifically, but I do love to do this. And really, you can follow the measurements, but you really just kind of put in whatever you want to, really. We've got, so we're cooking up some onion just to soften it a little bit so that when you bite it, it'll be baking.
You can put it in there, obviously raw dog if you want to, but you don't need to.
Yeah, and so we, during the commercial break, we decided we were going to brown a little bit of the sausage.
Yep.
And I love sausage in the morning.
Is that the Jimmy Dean?
I don't know what brand it is. Mark got this started during the commercial break. So it is the Jimmy Dean. And I like a good
Now,
sausage.
have you had the Jimmy Dean maple sausage before? I wouldn't.
I bet that's good.
It is good, but I wouldn't use it. Probably wouldn't mix it with this because it's the sweet piece that, I don't know, I like the savory kind of yum, but
Same.
the sweet is good at times.
Sweet is good at times. You mentioned the maple. I actually, when I eat sausage,
Am I freaking you out by keep on being
I don't know where to look right. When I'm eating usually sausage with my pancakes, I always drench it in the maple syrup, and I only use real maple syrup.
Really?
Yeah, none of that sugar-free Aunt Jemima stuff.
So we were talking about this recipe, right? And
Yes.
We have basic stuff that goes into it.
We do. So what's kind of easy about this recipe, you just need a carb, which we're using frozen hash browns. Super simple, and you're just going to layer it. We use 6 eggs, 2 cups of milk, and then whatever breakfast meats and vegetables that you want to put in it, and of course cheese, always cheese.
I found some Vermont maple syrup too.
Well, I'm going to save a little bit of
Would
sausage
you-
and eat it on the side because it's not going in my eggs.
You heard it. So I was looking in the fridge for more things we could add to it, right, Kim?
Yep.
And I'm not going to open the fridge, show everybody what's in here, but I did find a couple things. Now, this we found out is a little Tupperware full of little diced jalapenos, which for me would be really good in here. Mm-hmm. But we also found out
They've got a kick to them.
they have a kick, but because they've been kind of hanging out in the fridge probably for a little longer than they should have been.
We're admitting that on live TV.
Oh, not bad. So we're gonna. I mean, look at that. This little thing hid in the corner in there. You wouldn't even see it. But we're not going to use those today. But you and Kevin made this yesterday.
We did. We made bacon, cream cheese, cheddar ranch bites. Delicious. So we basically, you can make this as a dip, but we just rolled it into little balls and stuck pretzels on it. So it was like a cake pop, but a savory cake pop made out of cheese.
And this, I think, could work with this, so I think we should add this in.
I'm here for that, absolutely.
Okay, so that's going to be going in here in a little bit. We preheated the oven at 350.
We did.
Do we need to spray this down or give it a little?
You know, we.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
We can, but you don't need to. You can just throw everything in there, but it wouldn't be a bad idea, you know, just to make it easy on your life when you're getting it out there. But the best part about this recipe too, it takes about, once you're finished like assembling it, and you can layer it like a lasagna if you wanted to. You can just kind of mix everything together. But sausage is going, so we're almost done here. And if it's not completely cooked, it will bake in the oven too. So you don't have to worry about making sure that it's completely cooked. In fact, I think we should get started on the rest of it.
Even though it's really raw, let's just eat it.
That is not what I said. You get to just throw it in the oven.
Fine.
It's going to be baking for about 40 minutes.
Did I tell you I had hernia surgery the other day?
You're still dealing with the after effects.
Feel this right here. Do you feel this? Just feel this right here. Right there.
I think I'm good.
That's there's 3.
Mark, we have eggs to crack.
Okay, here we go. So
we've got eggs? 6 eggs. So we've got to get this.
These are going in here with the milk, right?
They are. So, word of advice: don't crack it on the edge if you can help it. Crack it on a flat surface so that you don't get a shell in there, unless you're expert, which Mark is.
I'm actually pretty good at it.
Yeah, some people aren't.
I'm
not on occasion. Depends. If I have an audience, sometimes I get nervous.
Really?
Not just with cracking eggs, you know. People watch you. The way you crack your eggs tells you a lot about a person.
Confidence.
It does. It really does.
So eggs and milk are going in here right now.
2 cups of milk, yep. So we're going to go ahead and get that milk rolling while you crack the eggs.
And we're just kind of eyeballing the milk.
Yeah.
We can eyeball this.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. You basically just kind of want to make sure that the consistency is good. And the milk also just adds like extra fluffiness and a little bit of
Because you could use half and half.
You could. You can.
If you wanted to, right?
Yeah, you could. And, you know, you could throw cream cheese in this, but we're keeping it pretty basic. We are throwing cream cheese from the leftover dip.
Yep.
But, you know, just to make it creamier, a little bit more delicious.
Okay, you got that?
Yep. All right, I'm going to let you freehand the milk since you're manning it all. Then you're just going to stir it all together. And yep.
I'm liking that.
That looks like 2 cups of milk to me.
Works for me.
Then add salt and pepper to your liking.
Behind you. I'm going to go over here real quick.
Always great to say behind you when you're in the kitchen. Make sure that you don't run into anybody.
I'm going to use this.
I used to wait tables in college, so that was a phrase we used all the time.
We don't have a blender or a mixer, so I'm just going to use this, okay? You good with that?
Great with that.
It's all the same flavor anyways.
You can add salt and pepper to taste how you want to. You can add garlic powder, you know, really whatever you want to.
Paprika, chili powder.
I love a good chili powder, huh? You're into the spicy?
I like chili powder. I use it a lot at my house. Paprika I use a lot too.
Yeah, I like paprika as well. Mostly because it's a red spice and I have red hair. So then you just layer it. So then we're going to grab, while you work on that, we're going to let this simmer a little bit longer. Probably should stir these onions a little bit as well.
Wait, so this is going in, what goes in first, the potatoes?
So we put the potatoes first. I'm going to grab those out of the freezer.
They're right there.
Yep.
Do you want me to do a little, just a little wipe in the pan just because? I'm going to do it. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
A little olive oil just because.
Sounds good to me.
Good deal.
So you want to do about a half of a package of a 15-ounce frozen bag of hash browns, which is what we've got right here. Well, we've got 30 ounces. So I'm going to do about a fourth of this one.
And that's going to be the bed?
And we're going to put it in the bed. So yeah, I'll grab this right over here.
And we're going to put it in the bed. You knew what I meant.
I did. I knew exactly
I
what you meant.
made it up.
Yeah.
That's good. See?
You're just going to basically like shake it out in here. And really this is kind of to your discretion, right?
Yeah. Everything is.
Always is. That's the best part about using a savory breakfast
put it
casserole.
in just because I want to. That's the fun of cooking, right?
It is the fun of cooking. Right, so always
Where's Johnny, by the way?
You know, that's a great question. Hopefully she didn't get lost going to grab a coffee.
I wish we could check in with her.
All right, there we go.
Okay, so far so good.
We've got this in here. Yep, so far so good. We can go ahead and start layering. So what I would suggest doing is doing all of the more stable ingredients, i.e. like the onions, the meat, all of that, the potatoes first, and then you're going to just bathe it all in the egg mixture.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Yeah, so what do you want to do with it?
All right, you tell me.
I mean, it's all the same, right?
It's all the same.
Here.
You go first.
You do the sausage, I'll put some onions in. Want to put them all in, or are we just going to layer?
You know.
Put them all in.
Let's put them all in, why not?
As long as they're not lumped up in one corner.
You know what's great about this too?
But you can layer cheese.
We're gonna do that after we get everything rocking and rolling. What's great about this recipe It's like it got protein, all the carbs that you need, especially if you're getting out on the mountain.
Heck yeah.
So we're just gonna go ahead and do a sprinkling of cheese here. I'm a big fan of cheese in between every layer.
Yeah. I found this extra bag
Great.
in the fridge, so let's use it all.
Let's use it all. It's just gonna be a cheesy goodness. All right, are we ready to throw in that sausage? I think so.
Yeah, we're good.
I think let's do it. You got it?
Yeah.
Great.
I'd rather use my hands.
You know, a little grease never hurt anyone. In fact, it makes it more delicious, in my opinion.
Are we want to go all of it in there?
I think so. Let's throw it all in there.
Good
Let's
with
make it
that.
a nice, hearty, protein-filled breakfast.
My mouth's watering right now.
I can't wait to try this.
Tim's like, I'm taking all the leftovers home.
I don't know if we're going to have leftovers between you and I, my guests from out of town, and the rest of the crew
Oh,
here.
yeah, Johnny. Johnny, I heard, has quite an appetite.
You know, all right. We'll sprinkle a little bit more in here. Why not?
Can you sprinkle more than that?
I am. We're just working on it. All right, we've got some salt and pepper.
Yeah, we'll put that on too, but this is ready to be.
All right.
Can you decide what you want to do? We gonna take a break, or we gonna come back?
I think it's time to
Pour it and go?
time to pour it and go.
Go, and we'll put more cheese on top, right? We good?
Absolutely, we're good.
Oh, and I think the tikka is going to be those little nuggets of joy, these little cream cheese thingies.
It's going to be so good.
We mixing it or no? We don't really mix it, do we?
You can if you want to. You don't have to, but
I think it looks pretty solid, don't
I think
you?
it looks pretty good to me.
Okay.
And then, you know, it's cool. The eggs are going to rise a little bit. Everything's just going to fill in. We're just going to...
And it's going to coagulate.
It's going to coagulate.
Well, in a sense, right?
Yeah, it is.
Put some of this on. You're like...
Yeah, it's going to be really cheesy.
Yeah,
but we
good.
like the cheese.
Yeah, that's good. And
Awesome.
then we don't have any tin foil, so we're going to use the cookie pan. We're going to use this as a cover to put it in
It's
the
a
oven.
magic hack.
Is it ready?
It's ready. We're ready to go.
Okay. You open that oven up for me, and
I
I'll
will
toss
open
her in.
this oven. You ready? Here we go.
Good. We go. Oven 350. And we'll just keep checking in on it.
And it should cook about, I don't know, 40 minutes or so.
40 minutes?
40 minutes. That's what it takes. So we'll be enjoying it at the end of the show. But great segment. Love being in the kitchen. Mark did not throw anything at me like he did the very first
not
time.
over yet.
Well, stay tuned. We'll be back with more on Good Morning Vail right after this.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tvavail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Well, Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tv8vail.com because there's always more for you on 92.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tvavail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Experience the magic of the season like never before with the Leadville Railroad on our Holiday Express. Gather the family for an enchanting journey filled with dazzling displays of twinkling lights and festive decorations. Create cherished memories that will last a lifetime on this unforgettable train adventure that captures the spirit of the holidays. Booking information at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the TV8 Weather Center. Let's take a look at that Wednesday outside. 8 a.m., 29 degrees, a high of 41 and 20% chance of snow. Partly cloudy during the day, winds south to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So a great day to ski and shred. Get out there and snowboard your heart out. I have a low of 18 degrees tonight, snow 20% chance. Partly cloudy, sunset at 4:42 p.m. Winds east to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So beautiful night ahead as well. Let's take a look at that hourly temperature. 8 a.m., 29 degrees, a little bit of cloud coverage, and then sun at noon, 39 degrees and partly cloudy. Then 4 p.m., 38. So not a big shift there and partly cloudy. 8 p.m., dropping to 29 and partly cloudy. So a lot of cloud coverage over the day today. Beaver Creek snow report, 12 lifts are open, 40 trails are open, and 17% of the train is open. Now Beaver Creek itself is open 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So that's exciting to get on out there. Beaver Creek snow report, 0 inches, last 24 and 48, 64 inches as the season total, and 31 inches at the base depth. Lift hours again, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So go have some fun in the snow. Vail Mountain snow report, 16 lifts open, 135 trails open, pretty exciting stuff, and 48% of the terrain is open. Now the lift hours in Vail, 9 to 3:30 p.m. The Vail Mountain snow report, 1 inch in the last 24 hours. We're getting there. 6 inches last 48, and then 89 inches for the season total with a base depth of 37 inches. So let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. We want even more snow. Speaking of snow, it is the holiday season, and I can't wait to check out all the different looks. Let's take a look with CC Zach.
I am so excited about this episode where we talk about holiday fashion because I don't want you to be one of those 43% that turns down an event because you don't have wardrobe. So with me today, as I mentioned before, I'm so blessed to have Anna Maria and Michelle. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you for having us.
And before we get into fashion, what I want our viewers to know is a little bit about you. This is all a special interest opportunity to hear all about our experts here in Vail. So Michelle, can you just tell us a little bit about how you ended up here in the Valley, how long you've been here, and why you're still here?
Well, again, thank you, Cece, for having me. I am honored. I moved here in 2014. I was in Florida, and previous, I grew up in Wisconsin and loved the seasons, so came out here to experience the snow from the hot weather and fell in love with the mountains and ended up staying. And it's not just the mountains, it's the lifestyle too. You know, the people, the fitness, the healthcare, the holistic healthcare in the Valley is amazing. And so for me, that's what drove me to be here and to really stick around, make it work.
What I loved when you and I were getting ready for this episode is that you mentioned that holistic and you mentioned the doctors, and you know, one would find it very interesting to say, oh, I moved to Vail because of the doctors. But I love that because what you're saying is that you want everyone to feel their best, and the types of doctors here help us feel
Allow
our
you to
best.
do that. Well, the one thing I did learn in all these years of being a cosmetologist, which is really hair, skin, and nails, you learn more about the body and how that affects your hair, skin, and nails. And what I learned is everybody's so different. And to be able to have that option to use the different holistic fields, chiropractic, acupuncture, just healthy living, the atmosphere, hiking, and all. So, yeah.
Now, Anna Maria, what about you? Your story's a little different.
Mine is so different. I came for the first time in 1974 with my parents. I wasn't even in kindergarten yet. And they were on their way to Aspen to buy a second home there we stopped in Vail. My dad said, oh, there's this little town coming up called Vail. We'll stop there for the night. The next morning, my mother, being from Austria, walked out on the terrace of the hotel, saw little Bavaria, and that was it. And from that point on, I spent every summer here and a month every winter. She was a big ski racer jumper. And when I graduated school, they had retired here. I was on my way to New York to join a firm there and came here just to visit and never left. And I never left simply because of the lifestyle. It's so beautiful. It's got this amazing vibe of just healthy, happy energy. You wake up every morning, you see the beautiful mountains. It's so safe, and back in those days, it was such a small town. It was so endearing. Everybody knew everybody, which is still similar today.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine living anywhere else.
Well, I love, you said healthy, happy, and what was the third word you used?
Endearing?
Endearing.
Yes.
And that's what the two of you actually bring to the Valley to help others. And so I can't wait to share about what you do with our viewers on a day in, day out basis. So, Michelle, you are a hairstylist as well as a personal stylist. So tell me a little bit about how you work with your clients, especially as it comes to fashion.
Okay, so being that I am one of the people that is in your personal space more than just about anybody, I like to look at the whole picture. I like to see and make sure that, you know, it's more than just fixing your hair and putting on makeup. It's how do you feel? The body's set up to make sure that the vital organs get all the nutrients first. So hair, skin, and nail are always the last to get it. So I can tell by your skin, how are you feeling? You know if someone's not well. You look a little ill, you're a little sallow, your hair's dry and brittle. I can do all that, and then blessed enough to know enough people in the Valley to say, what, did you ever consider doing this or checking out that? So fashion's a big thing, but I always tell my clients, you know, we're always willing to spend $300-400 on a pair of jeans, but will we spend $300 or $400 to make us feel and look good so that the jeans look good? Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's a whole look inside and out, and it starts with the inside. So I like to direct my clients to, and I think that's what gives us confidence. If we look in the mirror and we have pink cheeks and our eyes are sparkling and our cheeks are glowing, we know we feel and look good. So whatever we put on is going to be fabulous. And as far as hair goes, hair has two reasons: to protect your scalp and to frame the face. So I look at the face, I look at your shoes. I can tell, Cece, you're going to spend a little time, okay? You have a nice shaped face. I'm going to make sure that your face is accentuated because that's what I'm there for, to help you look and feel good. And then again, a good haircut, you can go home and style it yourself. That's where the confidence comes in too. If I make you look good, well, I should. I've been doing it, right? But when you go home, can you make you look good? And that's what I try to send the clients out with, even guys. Hey, let's use a little gel. I know you're going to put that hat on as soon as you walk out the door, but let me show you how to make it look good when you don't have the hat on.
Yeah.
So those are things that make sure that 43% shows up.
Yeah. Well, thank you. There was a compliment in there for me, so I'm going to take that, because that's the one thing that I've learned in life as a woman is we don't take compliments enough. Now, Michelle, I also know you work with your clients as it relates to fashion and clothing, and that's where Anna Maria comes in, as she is the creative designer of the Merle Norman store in Edwards. And so tell me a little bit about how you send your clients to Anna Maria, because then I want her to focus in how does she work with them.
Right. So as we start our consultation and I start working with you from the neck up, and I'm also talking about your normal health care, you know, what do you do to stay healthy, to look and feel good? Wardrobe always comes up, and the question is, where do I go? I'm going to a party. I'm from the East Coast, I'm from Florida, we have so many malls, there's nothing in the Valley. And then I have to say,
and then you're like, there's
that's
so
right.
much in the Valley,
There's
right?
so much in the Valley,
Yeah.
and just in this little area. So then I can pull out my book and say, hey, you know what, you're going to a party, let me recommend you to my friend Anna Maria. I will even set up a time with you, meet you over there so you feel comfortable. She's an amazing lady. She doesn't take you out of your comfort zone. So if you say, you know, I'm not really comfortable in sequins, she'll steer you more to something that you are.
So Anna Maria, we were talking about when we were getting ready that there's a ton of events or different types of things that people come to you for. Can you list off all of the different types of events that people come to you for?
You know, it so varies throughout the year, but as we're upon the holiday season, It can start with family portraits. They're taking portraits
Oh,
for their
yes,
holiday
yeah,
cards
yeah.
to send out. It can be small home parties. It can be as grandiose and as fabulous as the Black Diamond Ball. There are just so many different things in the Valley at this time that they're preparing for. Some are more casual, some are more formal, and some are just kind of in between. And a lot of people come to me and say, well, I got this invitation. I'm not even sure what it means how to dress or how to look. And that's where I step in and say, well, let's find a compromise.
So tell me about the different clients that come in, because again, as we were preparing, you said there's 2 different types of clients, and
There
I'm
are.
sure our viewers can relate to that.
There definitely are. So there are beautiful women who come in who don't traditionally get dressed up. They're more casual. They're very mountain, semi-formal, athletic. They're not used to getting dressed up. And so they'll come in and they'll not have as great a picture of how they want to look, how they want to appear at a function. And that's when they'll turn to me and say, you know, what do I wear? I'm in my yoga pants a lot, or I'm in my ski gear. What would be good for this event? Then there's the
So that's
other
the
side.
comfort.
That's the comfort zone.
Okay.
Yes, that's my comfort client. And they're beautiful. They're fabulous. They're just not as accustomed to dressing up or being styled every day. Then we have the second type of clientele who absolutely loves being well dressed all the time, looks great whenever they go out, whether it's for coffee, the grocery store, or to an event. They're well put together, well styled, and that's what they're accustomed to.
So that's it. So if you relate to wanting to be comfortable, there's one area that Anna Marie can help you with, and then the other area is those that want to be dressed to the nines.
Right.
So with that, I want to thank you for sticking with us here at Good Day Vail, and I'd ask you to come back because we are going to do a little show and tell about how you can get ready for the holidays this year in the Vail Valley.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail on this beautiful Wednesday morning. We're going to continue this conversation about holiday fashion now.
I'm here with Anna Marie Ray and Michelle Gig, and I cannot wait to talk about how we transformed from the earlier segment to evening. But before we get into the specifics, I was talking to the both of you about what your philosophy is with how you want to make your clients feel. So Michelle, tell me a little bit about what's key for you in making them feel.
Well, I think confidence comes from within. So that's why I'm so fastidious about the inner beauty, the, skincare, cleanse, tone, moisturize, because you can put on all the makeup in the world, but if your skin isn't healthy, it's just kind of a mask that kind of fades throughout the day. So again,
and that helps with makeup as well.
It helps with makeup. It helps every area of your body when you put on clothes. I mean, if you the saying, move it or lose it. I have a friend whose daughter says, "Mom, stretching doesn't mean bending over, picking up things that you've dropped. In order to be able to do that, you need to stretch, you need to move your body." So the same thing with your face, your hair, everything. So my philosophy is start there first. Once you get that, then we can dress it up. And then you have the confidence to put on that color red lipstick that maybe you wouldn't ordinarily wear, but because you look good, you feel good, your skin looks healthy, hey, I can put on that red lipstick and I know that when I walk in a room, I look good. And that's what I
that.
love to give
that.
to ladies and men.
So it's all about confidence.
It's all about confidence and feeling good.
Just like what the New York Post
And
said
I think we shared this.
a minute
Feeling
ago.
good
Yeah.
is looking good, and looking good is feeling good. When you look in the mirror and you look good, you can't help but feel like, wow.
So Anna Maria, this is where you come in, and there's so many components to the ecosystem to help someone feel good when they look in the mirror. So tell me a little bit about how you work with those two segments of clients, the comfortable and then those that want to be dressed to the nines.
Well, I think piggybacking on what Michelle said, I always tell everybody, if your skin is beautiful, you don't need a lot of makeup. A little red lipstick, a little bit of eyes, and then we're going to dress you for whatever it is that you want to go to or need to go to. And so starting with the traditional and the casual, I'm going to use you as an example. Look at how beautiful you look. So we took your dress that you can wear all day long, and then all of a sudden you have a pop-up holiday party after work. You added some shoes, a bracelet, necklace, earrings, and a beautiful cocktail ring, and you look like $1 million. Michelle, the same. She transitioned so easily. She took off the jacket that she had on that was for day and for business, and then put on a fur vest. We changed up the earrings, the shoes, and she's ready to go out for an evening on the town.
And just to point out the hair, you know, everybody says, oh, you have short hair, you can't do anything once it's short. Well, my hair's short, but even just pulling back with a pretty barrette, and makes all the difference in the world. And it took, what, 2 minutes? So, and for you, the braids, just because we're always used to wearing, that might be our comfort zone. But again, if we've done this properly and you feel good in here, pulling that hair back just highlights all that confidence.
And the right clothes, truly.
Absolutely.
You know, they always say dress for success, and there's so much truth to it. I see women transform every day in front of my eyes. They go into the fitting room, we put them in something beautiful, they walk out, they're standing tall. You can just tell they feel completely different about themselves inside. They have on something that they feel makes them look great. And that's the most important thing. It doesn't have to be a Christian Dior gown to feel great. It just has to make you feel great when you put it on.
What is the most memorable client experience that you've had in that way, Anna Maria, since you've been doing this? Is there one moment that comes
There
to
is. There was a lady that came in, and traditionally she was very casual, lots of t-shirts, sweatpants, you name it. Never wore makeup, never did her hair, and had to go to the Black Diamond Ball. This was a few years ago. And she said, I don't know what to do. And I said, I do. And by the time we got done, you would have never known the same human being walked out of that bathroom. And she carried herself with such poise and such confidence. I started crying. I was so pleased. And she did too. She's like, my husband is never going to recognize me. I don't recognize me, but I feel beautiful. I feel like this is me. And that to me was the most outstanding thing I've ever done, that transformation, this, you know, we say the ugly duckling into a beautiful swan. No woman is ugly. Every woman is beautiful and has beautiful components to them. But to take someone who just was so, you know, just very plain, very subdued, and turn her into this beautiful, elegant swan was amazing.
So one thing we haven't touched upon, and that story is just tremendous, and that's the way we want all of our viewers to feel when they walk out the door. But one thing that we haven't talked about yet is what we wear on our feet. And, you know, being a New Yorker, I love changing my shoes up. And because I'm walking all the time in New York, because that's the best transportation, I'm always carrying bags of shoes with me. So I have my favorite shoes, whatever event I go to. Talk a little bit about how you deal with your clients and their shoes here in the Valley for holiday parties.
Well, of course, we have so much snow and inclement weather that you never know what's going to happen. So I always tell women, please don't wear your boots or your galoshes or whatever it is you're thinking with this beautiful outfit. Take a cute little bag, any sort of purse that you really like, put your shoes into it for a change when you get there, and tuck those boots away. Because the shoes are the completion of the outfit. And sometimes the shoes are the outfit.
That's right.
You can literally be in your office in black pants and a black shirt, put on a necklace and some extraordinary shoes, and you've totally, completely changed your look. So don't ever forget the shoes. They're a huge component.
You know, one thing for me is that I love wearing heels. And people say, why do people wear heels? But they're making heels so comfortable now, whether they're platforms or whether they're 3-inch. And I don't know if we can see mine, but I love wearing these shoes. and it makes me feel really confident walking in heels.
Yes.
I
Well,
don't know
shoes change the way you walk. When you're in a heel, your whole back has to straighten up in a line, so you become taller, more
Exactly.
upright, and then it makes a beautiful silhouette for the legs.
Yep, it opens up your shoulders.
Yes.
I noticed that we're doing a little panna here on my feet.
And they're gorgeous.
But I love wearing them, and it makes it all worthwhile when I have to carry an extra bag with my galoshes in them. And I'll just hide them underneath the table if they don't have a check-in.
That's right.
So, and they're not going to disappear. It's kind of like when you're wearing your shoes to the mountain and you're looking for a place to stash your shoes as you change into your boots. So ladies, make sure that you focus on the shoes.
And know that men do notice. They do notice. I've walked into a grocery store before here in town with high heels on, and somebody was standing there, and this gentleman came up and he said, "I love a woman in heels. You look great." So just know, it does make a difference, not just for us ladies, but for men as well.
Yeah. So we talked a little bit about makeup. What's one tip that you can give our viewers around makeup this season?
You know, I always say keep it natural.
Yes.
But the best makeup you can wear, seriously, is a smile. Because it doesn't cost anything. It's easy to do. And it's much nicer. It makes you look younger. And then a signature lipstick. It is your signature. Even if you have no time for anything else and you're rushing out the door for whatever reason, grab a pretty pink, a red, whatever your color is, put it on. It brightens up your eyes. It brightens up your cheeks. That smile, those lips, that's everyone sees coming forward. And that would be my biggest tip. And the other thing is, besides makeup, is take time for yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
15 minutes start, and you'd be surprised. Before you know it, it's an hour, and you're feeling good, looking good, and gaining that confidence.
Yeah. One other thing that I love to put in my bag, too, is mascara. I'm a huge fan of mascara.
I was just going to say eyes are very, very important as well. And if you don't have blush, you don't have anything else but lipstick and mascara, put the lipstick on your lips, put a little on your hands, give some color and some definition to the cheeks. It'll brighten the eyes, lighten the whole face.
Okay, Anna Maria, we've got probably 40 seconds left. Can you just show us what's on the table?
Yes, absolutely. Well, of course, here we have how you can transition from day to night very quickly depending on what you're wearing to work. So any one of these, if you had black pants on or a black skirt, you could throw these shoes on, grab a bag, some jewelry, as Cece has done, and you would be good to go. So accessories are a very important part of the holidays as well as everyday life and of that transition period.
Well, thank you for that. And yes, I love my little new red clutch. This will be a staple for me this holiday season.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, I'm Ben Belgrad, and I'm the owner of Drinking Vessels here at Bat Country Studios in Minturn. And I've been in the Valley for 7 years. I moved to the Valley because a friend helped me to get my vision off the ground, building my glass studio here, and being so close to snowboarding. So here at the studio, we're acting as a broker for 50 to 100 artists from around the country. We also offer glassblowing classes, and we bring many artists from around the country here to be able to work and create art collaboratively and be so close to skiing and all the activities we have here in the Valley. Here at Drinking Vessels, we specialize in handmade glass drinkware from artists around the country and around the world. Some of these are produced as more of an item you could get in sets and kind of get different color options as time goes on. And some of these are completely one of a kind and really high-end art that's unlike anything people have seen before. While I'm an artist myself here at the studio, I'm representing between 50 and 100 other artists from around the country. And most of these artists are able to spend most of their time working on their art while we help handle their marketing and their sales and the distribution and representation, allowing them more time to focus on their art. That's really my privilege in running this business, is creating that support and providing that platform for this big group of artists that are part of a movement that's very important to me.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Happy Wednesday. Thank you for watching Good Morning Vail. We have such a fun second hour here. We have the Vail Youth Ballet with the Nutcracker, as well as Carrie Roach with Skipper and Scout with all things beautiful items that you can shop for this holiday season. Keep it right here because Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to the TV8 Weather Center. Happy Wednesday. Let's take a look at the weather outside today. 8 a.m., 29 degrees, a high of 41, and a 20% chance of the white fluffy stuff. Yes, some snow, so we're excited about that. A low of 18 degrees, snow 20% chance, partly cloudy tonight with a sunset at 4:42 p.m. Winds east to southeast 5 to 10 miles per hour. So beautiful day, a beautiful night ahead. 8 a.m., 29 degrees, mostly cloudy. Noon, 39. The cloud coverage still there, but a little bit of sunshine. 39 degrees. 4 p.m., 38. And then 8 p.m., 29 degrees and partly cloudy. So gorgeous day to ski and shred your heart out. Lifts open at Beaver Creek. It's something we're very stoked about. 12 of them are open right now. 40 trails are open and 17% of that train. So a little bit more snow would be good to open more of that train. Lift hours 9 to 4 p.m. and that's Beaver Creek. Let's take a look at that snow report. 0 inches the last 24, 48, 64 for the season total, and the base depth is 31 inches. Now, again, the lift hours are 9 to 4 p.m. Vail Mountain, 16 lifts are open. Trails 135, and 48% of the train, not so bad. So that's pretty cool. Lift hours 9 to 3:30 p.m. Now let's take a look at the Vail Mountain snow report. 1 inch in the last 24, 6 inches, 48, season total 89 inches, and then 37 inches for the base depth. Again, 9 to 3:30 is Vail Mountain snow report. Now, Ross, with all this talk of snow, do you like that little bringing it in?
Love that.
Bringing it all together.
Love that.
We have a helmet that I'm actually really stoked to talk about. I know we've been a little nervous to actually physically touch it because it's better than any helmet that you and I have. But let's talk about this. It is pretty awesome.
Yeah, so this is from Cask. This is one of their newer helmets.
Yeah.
Talk about how light it feels in your hands.
That's
right now.
wild. So we actually were looking at it and oohing and aahing about all the features, and then Ross was like, pick it up, Gretchen. It is the lightest helmet I've ever held. Mine, it feels like a bowling ball.
Yeah,
compared to the
and I like to say you got to keep your head on a swivel out there,
Yes.
and so having a light helmet, that goes a long way.
Oh my gosh. Now this is pretty stellar because not only is it beautiful, it's steezy. It has the goggles, you know, I'm all about the steez, Ross. It has the goggles built in, and it also has the option for music built in and to take phone calls.
Yeah, amazing. And the lens itself changes depending on conditions, so you don't really need to swap it out for anything, which sounds
That's wild.
amazing.
Okay, so I've never had goggles or a helmet like this. I'm like, this might be my new manifestation. I want, if you would like to sponsor Ross and I, no, I'm just kidding.
Well, it's an It's an Italian, made in Italy, which is amazing. They know what they're doing over there, and the compatibility with your audio and your
How
phone
cool.
is amazing.
I wonder too, this is so lightweight. I have a problem. We talked about this a little bit earlier. Claustrophobia is a thing. I know it sounds silly, but it is really a thing. But wearing a helmet is so very important. I've learned the hard way.
Oh yeah.
But this, I feel, would not feel constrictive in any way because it's so light. You probably forget you have it on.
It's so light, and it looks good too, right?
It does.
We like to say look
The
good, feel
steez.
good, see good, right? So amazing. Yeah, that's a beautiful helmet.
I love this. Well, I am so excited because Eyepieces of Vail definitely carries the most stellar of things: goggles, sunglasses, helmets. Oh my, we love it.
Yeah.
So head on over to Eyepieces of Vail. You can check out this helmet and keep it right here. We have more Good Morning Vail to come.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
My name is Tyler Alvarez. I work here at Sweet Basil in Vail. I'm a bartender here. I originally came to Vail to snowboard. I slept on my sister and my cousin's couch for what was supposed to be a week, turned into 2 months, and then I found my own spot, and then kind of made friends and worked different places in the valley and kind of just fell in love with it more and more every single day, and ended up finding my way to Sweet Basil through some friends who had worked here and all the great things that I heard about it. And yeah, I've been here for 4 years now. It's hard to wake up in Vail and be upset when you look outside. It's just beautiful. My favorite part about working at Sweet Basil is definitely that I could be proud about everything that we're putting out, whether it's food, drinks. We also get to be really creative here. The bartenders, the whole team here, we workshop our menus every season, so we'll start with a spirit or an ingredient, and then we get to be really creative and make a whole project of it. And then when we get the final product, it's a drink that we're all really proud of for the whole menu, and that's super fun, just being able to be creative and work with new things. And the most fun cocktails to make, though, are definitely the ones that we get to create from scratch. When people take a sip and say, oh my God, this is delicious, or they just love it. And that's probably the most fun for me, the creativity behind it and making unique cocktails. That, for me, that would be the most fun drink to make, just the one that you start from scratch and then people are excited about. I'm Tyler, I live and work in Vail. Come see me at Sweet Basil.
Good morning, Vail.
Now we're all about the holiday season, feeling good, looking good, and I got a chance to talk to Jessica all about makeup and kind of taking that day look from skiing to après at night. Let's take a look.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I am very excited. Jessica Van Dusen, my friend and an amazing makeup artist, most importantly, and everyone knows her around town. You are so brilliant at what you do. How are you doing, Jessica?
I'm good. You're so sweet.
It's truth. It is
Oh my
very
gosh.
truth. You have done my makeup, and I can honestly say I've never felt more beautiful than I did when you did my makeup.
Well,
and you've
that
done it
is
a
so
couple of
sweet.
times.
I've done it a few times. I know. I've had the honor of
thank
doing
you.
your makeup a few times, and no, and so fun. You're the dream client because
you.
you're beautiful, you're fun, and you're kind of game for everything. So,
I
yeah.
totally am. I know,
Yeah.
Jessica, you really kind of brought out, and I can't wait to talk about this because I know I kind of went in, or we talked about a plan, and then you're an artist. You are just an artist.
Thank you.
And we kind of went a different direction, and I loved it more than I ever could have thought. So,
Right. Well,
yeah.
that's the thing about makeup that I think people forget is that it's fun.
Yes.
And you should play with it. And I always tell my clients, it washes off. Like, so don't be scared. Don't
Right.
try something new. And if
Right.
you really hate it, we can take it off.
It's all good. We can start again.
We can
fresh
start
slate.
over. But and I love pushing my clients kind of a little out of their comfort zone, especially
Right.
with color, because then
Yes.
they find this, little pop, and they're like, oh,
This
I
works.
stand a little taller, and then my job is done.
Well, and I love that we've spoken about this a lot. You make people just feel beautiful from the outside in. You really give them that confidence, and that's pretty amazing. That's powerful.
Yeah, well, that's my goal.
Yes.
I'm not trying to make you look different.
Right.
Or like someone else. I just want to enhance the features that you already have.
Right.
And definitely my goal, if you see some of my before and afters
Oh my
on
gosh.
VailVetMakeup.com.
Yes.
The before there was just kind of slinking down, and then the after, everybody always has their shoulders
It's
up,
so
and you can just tell it's completely changed their attitude. And then that's the joy that I get from doing
And
it.
Jessica, say that link again. So
VailEventMakeup.com or at VailEventMakeup on Instagram.
because that's how we actually, you came highly recommended
Oh,
to me.
that's
Highly
right.
recommended.
It was a Facebook
It's
post
Do
or
you
something.
remember?
Yeah.
Yes, I put on Facebook. I was like, so I need this for this event. I need makeup for this event. Who do you guys recommend? And it was 35 plus, just over and over. I'm like, well, I'm going to Jessica.
And I think you called me. You're like, so I guess you're it.
Yes, you were the moment.
Are you available? Yeah, no, right? And then the rest is history.
It is history. So Jessica, tell us all about you and what you do and what you can kind of, what you can give to your clients.
I would love to. So I started Vail Event Makeup in 2014.
Okay.
I did work in cosmetics before that,
Right.
and then I branched out on my own. And I just have a very unique style because I used to be an artist. I was a painter as an adolescent and a teenager, and primarily oils. I love being able to manipulate the color and create depth and dimension through the blending.
Yeah.
And I really take that and I translate it to my makeup application. So I do think that sets me apart from other makeup artists.
Right.
I create that depth and dimension and drama using color, not necessarily those typical contour styles. And I look at it that way. I love it because it's like painting.
I'm just laughing because I was thinking about the beautiful moment you did on my face, and I was trying. Somehow I have a little nose, but you made it look defined. You know what I'm talking about? I have tried for the past year and a half to recreate it. I cannot do it.
Oh, well, I'll come over and I'll teach you. I'll teach you
know
all
exactly
my tips
what
and tricks. Just don't share them with anybody.
I promise I
don't
won't.
tell
But
anybody.
no, you make people just feel so beautiful. And I was wondering, because I know you do a lot of weddings, you do events. Do you do every day? I mean, is that something?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And so, bridal tends to be a big part of my business, but prom is a great one. Senior class photos.
Yes. See, these are things I don't always.
Engagement photos.
Oh, that's
anything
awesome.
that you feel like you want to have a little extra.
Cool.
I'm there for, and I do have some clients too that for charity events or special events.
I love that.
Have me I do regular makeup for them for events like that.
Well, and Jessica, I was wondering too, I know we've spoken about this, but we do live in this beautiful valley, and a lot of times we're just going on the mountain and we're shredding, and I'm the type of woman, I'll wear like a colored chapstick or a lip gloss even to ski, but I'll do park, etc. And then there's women that totally bare, which I love, and some women get glam. I mean,
right? I
super
know. I
glam.
wear my lashes under my goggles.
Oh, same. Yes, we have no shame. That's true. I love it.
I know.
I was going to say, for you in this valley, you see a little bit of everything. So if you do have a woman, I'm thinking of one of my friends actually, who truly, she is so stunning and she's just not that into makeup. She'll do chapstick, maybe like a little bit. But if someone's interested, I just want to try it out. Is that something you've done before where you're just let's start a little piece by piece? Yeah.
I mean, even, a tinted moisturizer, like I was saying, it has sunscreen in it, can warm your face.
Yeah.
Things that just kind of brighten. I was actually talking to my dental technician yesterday about just concealer and how, makeup can just help brighten your skin and your complexion, and you can still not look like you're wearing makeup.
Yeah.
I think there's some women who they don't want to look made up.
Right.
And so they just go barefaced. And again, like, that's great. And I'm not always in full face.
Right.
But there's just little things you can do that just kind of will brighten up your face.
I love that.
And concealer is probably my favorite
That's what
product of all
yes.
time.
And now there's so many different types, like there's tinted moisturizer, like you were saying. And I really love that because let's be honest, I love a pop of color on my lip. That
Yes,
is my
I know.
But we were kind of talking about, so if I go and go ski one day, and then of course, the Vail Valley, a big part of it here is you go and you kill it on the mountain and then you go and meet up with friends after.
Yeah.
Do you have some ideas about that?
I do.
Yeah.
So I brought a little stuff.
Okay.
I'll do some makeup
Yes,
on you.
I want to see.
So it's kind of attacking two things. So one, it's that day to night.
Right.
Work to happy hour, ski to après. But also eyeliner. It's the one thing people ask me about all the time.
Yes.
Eyeliner, they're intimidated. They're just, 'cause
And I
there's-
am one of these people. You know this about
Yeah,
me.
you don't wear eyeliner.
No, I don't. And
Yeah.
I want to because you and I both have big eyes and I just want to accentuate.
It's a great way to define. And of course, going from like the slopes to après.
Yeah.
It's just like a simple little thing to add some drama.
Right.
So one of my favorite hacks, because there's obviously pencil, there's liquid,
closer
there's
to you.
little pods. I know, right? Get here. And people, I think, worry that they can't make that line from beginning to end.
That's exactly where yes.
Yeah, and you don't have to be so in and committed. So smudge brush, you can get them anywhere. This happens to be Hourglass. But you want kind of a rounded tip and just really dense so it can get pigmented.
And Jess, can people get these things from you? If they're interested, could you
Yes.
do that? Okay.
Reach out to me on my website.
Okay.
I do have partnerships with a handful of makeup lines that I personally love and use.
Awesome.
And I would love to help curate
Because I know
something.
half of the stuff I own is
I know, and I can curate anything for a person
Okay.
depending on what they're looking for.
Cool.
So the fun thing about shadow too is that you can use any color. You're not really limited to those
Right.
browns, blacks, grays.
Right.
For you, because you have the blue eyes and the chestnut, I'm going to use this really pretty kind of, it's almost like a burgundy brown. So it has some red to it.
I'm so excited.
Okay, so we'll do this side. So my hands are cold, sorry.
Oh,
the
you're
key
fine.
is you kind of create your wing on the edge. And this is where people get, I think, really intimidated, is they want to go all the way across. You use little chicken scratches. So I start in the middle, and I connect, and then I connect it here. And by using these little chicken scratches, you're much more controlled in your application.
Oh, that makes sense. See, because I always thought it had to be one fluid.
And then if you mess up, you can kind of go back in, you can blend it.
Okay.
Let's get a little more on
I'm
that
all
inner
excited.
eye. I know. And what I like about this too, again, for that girl that's kind of like, oh my gosh, I don't want to look like I have this harsh eye. The shadow gives a real soft definition.
Okay.
It goes back to that technique I use of blending and building. It's not a harsh line.
Right.
You can't see it. So even there, see, it just kind of gave more of a dimension and depth to your right eye.
I love
But I
that.
can't, there's no line.
It just kind of accentuates, which I
Yes.
love. Yes.
Now let me do your other eye.
You're so
you're
good.
balanced.
Balance.
Can't make you go out into the world non-symmetrical. And I'll just do this one really quick.
And Jessica, how long have you been doing this? Because I know you've been an artist your whole life, but
yeah, so
when
I
did
mean,
you
I've
start
always
makeup?
been into makeup, but Vail Makeup was 2014.
Okay.
But I was theatrically trained, so
That's what.
I always joke, like, I can give you a scar and a bruise if you want, because I know how to do that.
Which is so awesome. I love
know
it.
that was kind of my. Lastly, the last, of course, because of you, we got our berry.
Oh, thank you. My
the
favorite.
other hack of just taking, the slopes to après is just a pop of color on your lip, and gloss is always my go-to, and just put your lips together. And it's just,
I love
again,
it.
it's like quick, boom, you're done. Two
And
little
that's-
things, and now you look like you have just a little
Like
more
put together.
going on.
I love
Yeah.
that. So and literally it's just one color shadow pretty much. Well, the liner you could do, right? The
But
same.
yeah, and what I
one
love
or two.
is like you could do a fun like seafoam green or
Totally.
a purple when people want to do color but they're kind of nervous.
Right.
Eyeliner's the perfect place to do a pop of color.
And then you just have your lip gloss and go.
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
this.
That's right in your pocket.
I love it.
Yeah,
I You're amazing. So we're definitely going to have you back because we have to talk all
Oh,
things.
I would
all
love
the
to come back. This has been fun. Thank
we
you for
adore
having me.
you, Jessica. And where can everyone find you?
So vailventmakeup.com is the
Okay.
best way. There's a contact. Email me or at vailventmakeup on Instagram.
Awesome. Thank you, Jessica. We
you.
adore you. Thanks for making me feel even more beautiful. I love it.
It's not hard.
I feel great.
Not hard at all.
Keep it right here. We have more Good Morning Vail to come.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tvavail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Hello everyone, I'm Raisa Pascal. And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals. Now check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Susie.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the Immersion Theater.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Joining us on the couch this morning are members of the cast of the Nutcracker. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
You guys look amazing.
Thank you.
So the Nutcracker is showing at Friday and Saturday up at the Villar Performing Arts Center in Beaver Creek. It's presented by the Vail Friends of Dance, but you guys come from all local schools. You guys want to kind of say your name, your character, and what school you go to? We'll start on the end here.
Okay, my name's Jade Morris. I go to Eagle Valley, and I'm going to be the Dewdrop Fairy, and I also be the English talking lead in the Nutcracker.
Awesome.
I am Vivian May. I go to Battle Mountain, and I'm the Sugar Plum Fairy.
Oh, nice.
I'm Astrid McGinley. I go to Eagle Valley, and I'm Clara.
Okay.
I'm Gracie Johnson. I go to BMS, and I'm the Snow Queen.
Awesome.
I'm Abe Harper. I go to Eagle Valley, and I'm the Mouse Queen.
You look like the Mouse Queen.
Thank you.
I'm Ellie Gillette. I haven't been in school for a while. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
Awesome, awesome.
I'm Mike Stone, and I live in Houston. I'm playing the Sugar Plum Cavalier.
Awesome.
And I'm Ellie Drescher, and I go to VMS, and I am the Spanish lead.
Awesome. So we have a couple of you here, but there's over 80 people performing in this, right?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. And Vivian, can you tell me a little bit about how you all got here in the rehearsal and audition process?
Yes, so there's Vail Youth Ballet Company, which is about 30 dancers, and that's like the highest level of ballet at our studio. And then there's the whole studio, which is Vail Valley Academy of Dance. But like you said, we have a really big cast this year. It's over 80 people. So it's members of Vail Youth Ballet Company and the Academy of Dance. And we have our auditions in early September, and we get our casting pretty quickly after that. And then right from there, we start rehearsing. So we've been rehearsing for like 3.5 months.
So are we feeling ready for this weekend then?
Yeah, I think we're all very, very excited. A little bit nervous for sure, but mostly
Amazing.
excited.
But the Vail Performing Arts Center, what a beautiful venue, and it's got to be an honor for you guys to kind of perform on that. Does anyone want to talk about what it's going to be like to take that stage?
Oh gosh. It's really exciting. There's so many pictures of like huge famous people that have performed there. It's just really an honor to perform on a stage where that many other famous influential people have been.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. The VPAX, it's a 535-seat theater up there, so very intimate. So everyone will get good views and see your outfits. Can you guys talk about your costumes this year?
I can go ahead. So this is the Dewdrop Fairy. So I kind of like to think of it as either like a water drop, since it's the morning dew with all the flowers. So our dances waltz with the flowers. So this is kind of the sparkly aspect of, you know, having a bunch of flowers running around you, being the queen, I guess.
Yeah, and what's the production look like? This is kind of a big production for you guys, right? What can people expect or see up there?
It's compared to some of the more like professional Nutcracker productions. We work many, many hours each week to rehearse for it. We rehearse during the week in addition to our normal dance classes, so that we have rehearsals all day, every Saturday. And then this week for the theater, we're at the theater every single night. Rehearsing usually till like 9:30, so it's a lot, but it's because we love it, and it's going to be a really, really amazing show. We have amazing sets, amazing costumes.
Yeah, and what's it like when you have that many people for one production?
It's a lot going on. There's a lot of moving parts, but everyone's so supportive of each other, and it's such a positive environment. Everyone's looking out for each other and just wanting the best, everyone to do good. It's just really a really great time.
Yeah, and what's the dance community like in this valley? I know you guys, this is just one production out of the year, but what's the dance community really like here?
I'd say it's probably the most supportive group that I've been a part of, and we're all here for each other in a way that I have found nowhere else. I think from spending so much time together and continually practicing and things, we have all become super close and can help each other through anything, and so it's really nice.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. And the Vail Performing Arts Center, any tips and tricks on how to get up to there?
Plan ahead.
Plan ahead, that's right, that's right.
Parking is sparse, so if you're wanting a spot in the garage, I recommend getting there pretty early. There's plenty of things to do at the Vail. Once you get there, there's a bake sale, a silent auction. We've got a lot of things going on. But if you don't make it to the garage, we recommend parking down below and taking the bus up.
That's right, and then plan for about an hour to get up there.
Yep.
and check it out. So Friday night, and then Saturday there's a matinee. A couple tickets still available, so definitely get out and get those tickets if you're planning on going. And then you talked about the ancillary events. Can you talk about the point shoes that you guys designed and that might be for sale for auction?
Yeah, so as a Vail Ballet company, we all have the opportunity to do a little point shoe decorating party, and so we each get to kind of decorate our own point shoe based off of our character or our favorite just part of the Nutcracker, and then they're up in the silent auction, and so it's fun for younger kids or younger dancers to purchase them and know that they were one of our shoes.
Cool, it sounds like a my cleats, my calls kind of thing that
Yeah.
the NFL's doing. So what did you design?
I did it kind of based off my nightgown, so it's kind of white, has sparkles all over it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, and then you guys mentioned the bake sale. I understand there'll be flowers for sale up there if anyone forgets to get flowers for you guys. I know that's what they do. So tons of stuff going on up at the Vail Performing Arts Center. Beautiful venue up there. What's kind of been the hardest part for you guys, kind of getting ready for this?
I think one of the hardest parts just about dance in general is just pushing through, because you're putting so much pressure on your body and also on your brain just to do well and to keep going every single night. It's a lot of endurance and just trying to stay strong. And I think having a community of everyone that just wants everyone else to do well is really helpful with
Awesome, awesome. And we got to give a special shout out, right, to the VMS history class tuning in this
Yes.
morning, right? Before I forget, we got to shout them out. What's been the most fun thing, though? What's the most fun thing getting ready for the Nutcracker?
For me, it's actually getting to be on the stage and backstage with your friends and dancing for the first time there. It's super special. That's my favorite part. And I obviously really love the Saturday rehearsals because it's fun to get to just dance the whole day and do something that you love for the whole day. So I like all the practice that goes into it, and then I actually like the first night on the stage.
For sure, and it's just such a classic holiday performance. What's it like to kind of be part of the holidays in the Valley with this?
It's great. It's really fun. It's really, it makes us, at least it makes me feel like definitely even more important and a part of the community, because we get to share that joy with everyone here.
Amazing, amazing. And what's one thing that people might not know about this performance that they should know?
It's a classical ballet, you know. There's a lot of things that maybe might be a little different to understand, but it's such like a special story, and I think whether you watch it in the Barbie version, which we did a wonderful community event with that, where little ones could come and watch, and whether you watch the classical version, it tells such a beautiful story, and it's just a very special dream that really, in a way, I think puts Christmas into a whole new light that makes it special for everyone.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. What's who's leading this charge for you guys, and who's kind of organizing all this for you?
Our amazing director, Ashley Callaghan, she does everything. We have a joke that she's kind of our mom. She's always at the studio. She's always making everything happen. Not only did she choreograph most of the show, along with our other amazing director, Clayton, she just puts everything together to make sure that we all feel the best about ourselves. It's just that encouragement that we need to keep going when it gets really tough.
That's awesome. How hard is it to juggle school with getting ready for the Nutcracker as well? I know you guys talk, some of you are running in the mornings and doing all sorts of things. How hard is it to juggle?
It's definitely a challenge, just because all of us, like, it's our senior year, so we have a lot going on. But I think just trying to kind of like plan ahead for the week and organize yourself, like when you're gonna have time to do schoolwork and when you need to be focusing on dance.
Yeah.
You obviously can't do everything, but yeah, I don't know, it's definitely challenging.
Yeah, definitely. So are you guys already looking forward to this weekend after preparing for 4 months? How do we get people there? How are you gonna entice people to come? What do you say?
Definitely about it being an amazing Christmas tradition. Also, a lot of the music people might recognize. They've probably heard it before, so that's always fun. And just being able to share what we love and what we work so hard for with people at this amazing theater. Yeah, there's only a few tickets left, but there are still a few for each show. So definitely go to the Valar website if you're interested in coming.
That's right. ValarPAC.org has tickets for this show and so much more happening up there this winter. Thank you guys for joining us. I feel woefully underdressed with you here, but you all look amazing. We'll be right back with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
At Revival Boutique Med Spa, we take an integrative and holistic approach to skincare, focusing on the bigger picture when treating our clients. We use only result-driven and science-based products that contain clean, organic, wildcrafted, and research-based ingredients. From injectables, facials, to body contouring, we offer anything related to looking your best self. Find us in the Riverwalk in Edwards. For a complete list of services, visit us online at revivalvail.com. Follow us on Instagram at Revival Vail Valley. Fall in love with your skin again. There's lots to love at Revival. Mind, body, beauty.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, this interview has been a long time in the works. We met 3 years ago. He is an amazing, amazing dancer, Mike Stone, the Nutcracker extraordinaire. I should say the man, the myth, the legend. We're going full out on this interview, Mike.
Boy.
How are you doing this morning?
Very well, very well. It's always a great time to be here. I always, it's how I ring in my holiday season with Nutcracker.
I love that.
Getting to see some of my best friends and work with these kids, it's always just a highlight of my year.
Well, Mike, it's so interesting because you're a moment. You're like a main event for the Nutcracker. And I remember meeting you and we just like instant connection. And I was so drawn to you and just everything. And then watching you on stage, I remember the first time, because we had already met, I was like, wow, Mike can dance. Like, you are absolutely brilliant. You have such a gift. Now we're going to dive in. All things Mike. How long have you been dancing for?
20 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, I started right when I started high school.
Okay. And so, Mike, where do you live?
I live in Houston, Texas.
Okay. And you fly for the Nutcracker
Yep,
every
flew up,
year?
came in on Sunday morning and went straight to the studio for rehearsals.
I love that. And
Yeah.
it's so neat to watch you, I should say, with the men and women that you work with. You have such a unique bond with everyone. Really looks up to you. It's pretty special to watch. I know I'm not trying to make you blush, but I'm speaking the truth. So you fly in every year for this, and it's part, like you said, it makes your Christmas.
Yep.
It's what is your favorite? Because I know Friday through Sunday you just go straight. I've seen it. I've been there.
Yep.
I wanted to know, and I was thinking about this last year while I was watching you, which one is your favorite night, and does it change year by year? Because I can only imagine every year is different. So.
Yeah, it does change. Typically, I really enjoy the Saturday evening show.
Okay.
I feel like more often than not, that's where everything really has hit its peak.
Okay.
All of the dancers. We have a show earlier in the day, and we're tired by the time we get to our second one. But I think that little bit of tired takes everybody out of their own head.
Okay.
And you can just go out and perform and give your best show, and that's inevitably what happens, especially with all these phenomenal dancers here. They show up and they show out every time.
That's so interesting, because see, I would have thought either like the opening or the closing. That's really, because you kind of get in that flow,
right?
And you're not overthinking.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah, you kind of get to enjoy riding the wave of the performance high.
I love that.
It's
okay,
great.
And how did you get connected with the Nutcracker? How did Mike come to be?
So Miss Ashley and I have been friends for going on 20 years now.
Oh, I love that.
She's one of my best friends in the whole wide world. I mean, it's a pleasure to get to come out here and help her do this every year and be a part of it. We talk every day, even when I'm not here. So getting to do this, even though it's quote unquote work, it's more just
right.
It's filling my soul every time I'm here. So
and we have to give a moment to Ashley, who is, you can't see her, she's off camera right now, but everyone genuinely adores you. And I think so often, like you're saying, so many people want to do this. Like you heard one of the young women say, she feels like a mom, like she is that safe space, she's fun, she's a delight. So thank you, Ashley, for all that you do as well. It's very, very true. Now, Mike, back to you in the hot seat. So the Nutcracker, this came to be through your friendship with Ashley.
Yes.
How many years are we going on now?
This is going to be my fourth production, 5 years. I didn't make it up in 2020 because of the COVID stuff, but I started in 2019 and I've done all of them except for the 2020 show.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That is so cool. So you've seen, I'm assuming, some of the women and little girls, little boys grow up to young adults and keep on.
So the girls that are dancing the leads this year, I was watching do core work when I first came out. And so they weren't even in high school at that point. So
is that wild?
Yeah, it's phenomenal to me to get to be a part of this and to watch them grow up and get to come back year after year, because I get to see them go from, moderate level to an advanced level to just a performer.
That's
top notch.
Well, and it's wild too, because I should say the year before we met, I had taken my mom and dad, I believe, yes, and I was like, oh, the Nutcracker fun, Villar is gorgeous, not really thinking, and this is no shade, but not thinking it was going to be like a world premiere moment. I mean, really, it is such a high-end, high-class.
Very high caliber performance.
Thank you. Yes, very, very true. And we were just jaws on the ground. My mom and dad, I'm like, oh my gosh, these are young adults that live here. My mom was like so confused, like, who are these people? Where did they get that?
I remember the first time I came out and got to work with the kids. I do a lot of this type of traveling in and guesting work, and I was just so astounded at how professional they behaved, the high quality level of their dancing, the amount of the respect that they have for the people that come in, like not just me as a guest artist, but the teachers that they see day in and day out. I know it's easy to, especially when you're younger, to lose that a little bit, and they're always just such great kids.
Even their answers, I was thinking as I was watching Ross interview, I was like, okay, if I was sitting there, I would have been like, glitter, fairies. Like, I'm not joking. I'm like, who are these amazing young adults? But it gives me hope for our future, because truly, I mean, you're a little bit more put together than I was probably. But, you know, it's amazing to see them speak and just have these relationships that are really powerful. It's pretty awesome.
They're all so close. It is really a family at VYBC, and it's been a joy to be a part of it.
I love that. Well, it's a joy to watch you. I mean, this man can dance. You are incredible.
Thank you.
My last question for you, because I was thinking about this a couple weeks ago, actually, when we got tickets for the Nutcracker. The Nutcracker versus other ballets that you've been in, is it more difficult, less difficult? How would you kind of put it? Because to me, it almost feels like you have to take it to this level because so many people know the ballet.
Yes.
Is that a pressure, a stress?
Yes,
Is
I think that. I mean, it goes both ways.
Okay.
I think that from a technical aspect, it may not be one of the hardest ballets that exists in the world.
Right.
But it is always a very difficult one because there is a high production quality that has to go with. I mean, it's everybody's holiday season.
Right.
And so we are trying to be the welcome to Christmas to the winter people, and so that has to have that on top of a high level of technique. It has to have that high level of performance to it.
Yeah. That makes complete sense. I never thought about it.
It's always a great time, and it's always I get asked a lot of, do you get tired of the Nutcracker? Because it is every year, and the answer is no.
No.
It's what's making me get excited for Christmas.
I love that. And does it change a little bit? I mean, I know obviously the story stays the same, but with different people coming in and leaving, is it always kind of forever ebbing and flowing?
Yes. The nice thing is that, especially with Miss Ashley helping with the choreography and creating a lot of it, is that it can be tailored. We take a general structure that is like my pas de deux, my duet, and we've tailored it and tweaked a few steps here and there that look best on my partner and on us, instead of trying to force us into something else.
So it does change. So that keeps you kind of on your toes.
Yes.
Did you like that? I love that we're friends. Thanks. I love you. Well, I am so very excited. I heard there's very few tickets left. Is that correct?
Yes, I think it's less than 10 tickets to each show left.
Wow.
So
that is a true testament.
Quick,
I mean, gosh, I do have to bring it back to this moment where you're like, this is everyone's welcome to Christmas, welcome to the winter, because truly, I'm getting emotional. As a little girl, my dad would take me to the Nutcracker, and I remember that so vividly. My mom would say, you guys have your little time together, and so now, as you know, a middle-aged woman, I still enjoy it, and it makes me so happy. So thank you guys for
happy to. I love it.
It's so
happy
awesome.
that you guys love it too.
I hope you come back every year.
I plan on it.
Okay, good. So great talking to you. Finally, I'm so excited.
Yes, so happy to be here.
If you want to get one of the last tickets, you can head on over right to the Villar, get one of the last tickets, and I hope to see you guys there. I will be there Friday and Sunday. And keep it right here. We have more Good Morning Vail to come.
Good morning, Vail.
Show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Lion's Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lion's Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the TV8 Weather Center. Let's take a look at that Wednesday out there. 8 a.m., 29 degrees, high 41, and 20% chance of snow. Low 18 degrees, snow 20% chance, partly cloudy. Sunset at 4:42, winds east to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So beautiful day and beautiful night ahead. Doing a little snow dance over here. We need some more snow. Hourly temperatures and conditions, 8 a.m., 29 degrees and mostly cloudy. That cloud coverage staying throughout the day. Noon 39, 4 p.m. 38, and then at 8 p.m. 29 degrees and still partly cloudy. Let's take a look at that Beaver Creek snow report. 12 lifts open, 40 trails open, and 17% of terrain is open. So get on out there, enjoy that snow today. Keep it here. We have a clip for you to watch.
And we
Have at it, kiddo.
and we are back here at Good Morning Vail. Mark, I have just had a blast with you today, so I'm really excited about what we're about to do.
Yeah, let's ice cream sodas. Let's talk about the ice cream soda, though. Let's talk about the history behind it. It is National Ice Cream Soda Day. And I was never like a big ice cream soda drinker. I was more like the root beer float kind of thing. But I guess it's similar in a way, no? Because you have fizzy soda and ice cream.
It is. It's just a little bit different because you're not using root beer. You're using just regular soda water. So you don't need to have like extra flavors into it. And you can really taste like the chocolate and the ice cream or whatever syrup you choose to use. Yeah.
So you have a deep history rooted in the ice cream soda.
I don't know.
Back home, East Coast? Tell me, what is it?
Definitely East Coast. I think it's a...
I'm not from the East Coast, but I never grew up having ice cream sodas.
Well, my mom grew up on Long Island, right? And so you had a lot of soda shops. Deborah is her name. And so growing up as kids, she would always treat us to ice cream sodas. And there's a couple variations of it. So that's what I grew up on.
So you've made them at home.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
See, I've never made one before. This is all you. And a little bit about the history of it. I'm just researching it. They've been around, they say, more than a century.
Which is pretty impressive.
One way or another, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the soda water was actually kind of invented in like 1808 or 1803 maybe. And then, somehow they kind of accidentally stumbled across the making of the ice cream soda. So
yeah, as with most inventions, ice cream soda was created unintentionally by the coming together of ice cream and soda. And then the guy that thinks supposedly that this guy, Robert Greene, he invented it. He passed away, obviously, but this was a while ago. But he has it inscribed on his tombstone, too, that he was the inventor of ice cream soda.
it must have really been a huge hit at the time of his death to have that inscribed on his tombstone. But that being said, I think we should try it.
Yeah, so walk me through. What are we doing first?
So we have a couple of choices, right? Do you like chocolate or do you like caramel?
I like caramel, personally.
Well, I think you would do about 3 tablespoons of caramel, so I'm going to let you go ahead and try
So that's
yours.
going in the cup first?
It's going in the cup
and then
first.
And you're going to do yours? What are you
and
going
then
to have,
I'm going to do chocolate
Okay.
because I'm a traditionalist
Okay.
and I love chocolate. So
Okay.
just put about 3 tablespoons.
So I did a little measurement. So a quarter cup is 4 tablespoons.
Oh. So let's go a little bit
So
sweeter, huh?
I'm not gonna do a full quarter cup, but
3 to 4, I think, would be
Ish.
good. It depends on how sweet you like things. And I would show you, if you didn't have any measurements, I would just do about 3 of these.
you're gonna wing it.
I'm going to wing it.
All right. So I've got the caramel. You've got the chocolate.
Yep. And then when you've got everything kind of mixed in there, and this is a rough estimate that I'm doing.
No, you like chocolate, obviously.
I'm a big fan.
Would Deborah pass on? Would she be like, "This is okay, honey. Good job"?
She would tell me I'm doing great. She's an eyeball kind of cook.
Would you?
so
I
I'm
am
doing
too.
great.
Would you ever do caramel and chocolate?
You know, I probably would, but I think I'm going to stick with traditional chocolate today.
Okay.
All
Continue.
of the syrups that you would want. You could
Love it.
probably even do strawberry if you
Love
wanted
it.
to.
I bet you could.
Then you're going to take a fork, and it looks like you've got the fork over there.
I've got a fork.
And the soda water. And you're going to fill up the cup for about...
The fork and the soda
I'll use
water.
my spoon since it's already
No, we
in
can
here.
just use that fork. Here, I'll pour it and you can stir it. So
Yep.
this is going into yours right
It's
now?
going in about 3/4 of the way, and you just kind of stir it until it gets nice and foamy, and you know you've got a little bit of that carbonation in the syrup. You stop right there.
Good there.
And then you take your ice cream. Hopefully it's melted a little bit so we can
We
get
can
the
do
ice
this one?
cream out.
We'll
Yeah,
do
I
this
think
one
we
too?
should.
You can stir it. You want to stir it
You want
off
to add
well?
some chocolate into that, or should
No.
I use your fork?
We'll use the fork.
We're going to keep it.
I got a big blob
keep
of
it pure.
caramel on the side there too. Get
Oh, that's
that off
all
of there.
right.
That's going to end up in the
Just
same
kinda
place as the rest of it. Okay,
Stir it
good
around.
there.
You can tell like the bubbles are really foamy because you've got the extra syrup in there. At least on my side. I don't know.
Well, what's up with yours? Okay.
It's a nice gentle stir. You know, you don't want to make it too foamy.
Okay.
Then you take the ice cream. So we've got a couple flavors here. We've got coffee and vanilla. I'm going to go with traditional vanilla just because it reminds me of my childhood. So
Okay.
got to stick with what I know, right?
And then this is going in on top of it?
So you're going to take a couple scoops and then you're putting it on top. And that's it.
Do you want to wing it? Let's want to go with the big. Let's just go with the spoon.
Let's go with the big spoon.
Let's just see if we can shovel it in there. Oh, it's nice and soft.
Oh, it's perfect.
I don't have a scooper. That scooper is kind of more for melon balling, I think. Little
You
scoops.
could probably
we don't
do
want
that
those.
too. Really, you can do your own variation of We're just having a party over here.
Get that off of there. It's live. It happens. I apologize. Trying to flick it out.
My key is don't melt your ice cream too much before you start scooping
it.
But anyways, yeah, you can really just kind of do whatever variation you want of it, whether it's your ice cream or your soda choices. I like just traditional soda water.
Chocolate, vanilla ice cream, and soda water. That's you.
That's the classic. Yeah, you know, if you want to be nostalgic and throw it back to like soda shops of old, that's the way to do it. But
Okay.
if you want to be fancy, try the caramel, try the coffee flavored ice
I
cream.
don't want to be fancy. I just like caramel more than chocolate. It has nothing for me about being fancy at all. Is that good so far?
I
like
think
that?
it's great. Honestly, you give it a little stir. You can add some more soda water to the top of it just so the ice cream stays afloat.
Now, the recipe that we had also called for maybe even using some heavy cream.
You could use heavy cream, which you're right about that. Let's add a little bit of that.
Oh, let's just add some heavy
Just
cream.
add all the dairy.
Do you want to pour it on me? Since I.
You know, we're just having a little bit of fun over here this morning. It's a Tuesday after
This is
all.
what you get. It is a Tuesday.
It
Yeah,
is
that lines
the
up
second
perfectly.
longest day of the year, so things get a little bit weird.
Oh boy! And then I'm stirring this a little bit.
Stir it up, then you can take a straw. I'm going to go with the yellow straw.
Does it look like it's supposed to?
Yeah, it does. You just want a lot of that foam on top, and you just stir it, and it's a delicious treat.
And it's not messy whatsoever. That's
Well,
a
it depends on
blessing.
who you're talking to. It's messy when this guy's involved.
Oh, I'm never going to live that one down.
Oh, absolutely
It's going to
not.
come back and get me. That's good.
Bloopers for days and years, probably.
Okay, and then if you
Well,
wanted to, you could have a big long spoon too. so you
Nice
could
long
shovel.
spoon. Yep. I've got a spoon here. I'll probably taste my ice cream in a
What
little
is
while.
in there? Your spoon?
And my other spoon. You know, a little bit messy over here in the kitchen today.
I get it now. I don't think I've really had maybe two of those in my life, and
What do
I
you
can
think?
see why it's yummy.
It's fun. It's delicious.
Yeah.
It's like a milkshake, but not quite, and it's got a little extra carbonation to give it
Yeah.
a little pizzazz.
Okay. Deborah, what do you think of that?
I think we did a great job. I know that Deborah would be proud.
She's
so.
probably laughing that I shot vanilla ice cream over at you. With your dark outfit, and we have the vanilla
Hey,
ice cream.
it cleans up well. So,
Good job.
Mark,
Cheers.
cheers. Happy
Cheers.
Tuesday.
So, yeah, National Ice Cream Soda Day. Get some club soda, tonic water, whatever we're using. Club soda? Yeah.
Club soda. Yep.
Club soda, get your flavor of choice for your ice cream, and just go have fun and make a mess, and then videotape it and post it on your TikTok account. All right.
And tag us.
Yeah. Hey, we have more of the show coming up. We'll be right back. Once again, happy Ice Cream Soda Day. Good to have you here.
Great to be here.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
wanted to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to my family in Florida, in Delray Beach, Florida. I miss you guys and wish you were here. Love you.
All right, Merry Christmas, Thomas and Annie. We can't wait to spend Christmas with you. Love you guys.
Hi everyone, happy holidays from Vail Health.
Les deseamos una feliz Navidad y un próspero año nuevo.
Have a happy, healthy holiday season.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Snooki and Scott show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We've had such an awesome Wednesday. Ross, it's been a lot of ballerinas as well as ice hockey. Oh my,
We've
it's
got
been awesome.
a lot to look forward to the next couple weeks.
Yes, we do. And I am just so stoked to have you here, Ross. It's awesome. We love having you here on Good Morning Vail with all of us.
Here for the rest of winter, not going anywhere.
I love it. And we'll talk to Ross about all of our snow predictions. We're going to be back with you guys tomorrow. So have a great Wednesday. Be safe out there. If you go skiing or shredding, remember flat light goggles, I think, for today is very, very important. And make sure to tune in tomorrow. We have some fun, exciting stuff heading your way.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll be here on Good Morning Vail.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for more Good Morning Vail. Bye, everyone.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Are you looking for